Welcome to another episode of Historically Marked. Alright, so here's a little kind of a oddities or roadside attractions episode. I am in the small town of Gaze, Illinois, which is about not even 10 miles west of Mattoon, Illinois. Gaze is about 300 people, maybe less than that, according to the sign as I pull into town. But the one thing that this town is notorious for is the two-story outhouse that is just right behind me. And believe it or not, there is actually a marker here, but it's mostly about the guy who helped restore it. So I'll go ahead and get to the point. Here we go. So here's the actual marker. It is named after a guy named Gene Goodwin, who once served as the mayor of Gaze. Dedicated 2001 in memory of a devoted promoter of the historic two-story outhouse built in 1872. And just over here is obviously a collection of newspaper clippings that talk all about it. 103-year-old crapper, a main attraction. Gotta love the honesty. I can tell this is from Edwardsville Intelligence, or just because of, you know, the fonts. Let's get on the other side too. And if you want to fill out an address card, which I don't see any, they encourage visitors to put one inside there. And there's some more pictures of the two-story outhouse. And then here's a war memorial about a fallen soldier from this town who was killed in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Cole Edward Spencer. Thank you for your service, my man. So I'm sure there are a lot of questions that arise from this, like, in the first place, why does this thing even exist? Where did it come from? How did this thing come about? And why would anyone want to use the bottom bottom one? All right, so, okay, going back to the beginning. So back in, let's see, the marker said 1872, but I've also found a source that there was a building that had the two-story outhouse in 1868. But let's just go with 1872. But there's also another source here that says 1869. Now, it was one time across from the train depot on Front Street in Gaze, but a man named Samuel Gamil built his general store, and it was 2 stories. The general store, of course, was on the bottom, and the second floor was apartment buildings. And then that's where the two-story outhouse was built onto it. Now, originally, one was for the man and one was for women, male or female, whichever way, I don't know which part. Each level had 2 holes, one designed for a man and one for a woman, which was a common practice when it came to privies, which are also called. One time, the stairs and a short ramp connected the apartment dwellers to the outhouse's second level. The setup prevented them from having to walk all the way down to the ground and gave them a private place away from the store customers who used the front door. And as you can see, it has been restored, and they are not letting anybody in here for obvious reasons. For one, I mean, obviously they don't want anybody to use it. I mean, you can walk around and look at it like what I'm doing and videotaping it. Now, I have read in articles that they are wanting to put like a staircase so people can kind of get a look at the top, but I guess people were thinking, well, what's the point? You know what I mean? That is it. The two-story outhouse. So I'm not sure who has access to all this. Maybe the people next door, or maybe the town of Gaze, the mayor or the officials here, but a secret had been revealed in recent years that the holes in the top level, or the top one, are set back farther than the ones in the lower level. A false wall hides the difference. Okay. Country singer named Jim Connor, who I never heard of him, maybe you have. He actually wrote a song about this outhouse. But includes the lyrics, perhaps a secret passage leads down the drain. But some say no, the puzzle is in just how you must aim. Okay. So besides it's odd claim to fame. Now there have been plans in the last 10 years about putting an outhouse festival in this town. I don't know if they ever happened. I'm not positive that they have. And Christmas is about a week and a half away, and usually I think they put Christmas decorations on here, but doesn't look like there are any as I'm doing this video. All right, well, thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked. I am just a few steps away from the only two-story outhouse in the world, supposedly. Sorry about the wind, but I am Jason in Gaze, Illinois, signing off.